So Snoop Dogg has asked me to bring Tupac back to life for a music video. So long story short, Jesse Wellens, who's a friend of ours, and Snoop Dogg are working on a new music video. And they have an idea, and that's to take a classic clip from the Video Music Awards from the 90s from MTV, where Snoop Dogg and Tupac are sitting side by side. And they want me to take that clip and make Tupac lip sync to the new song that Snoop is making. So not only do I have to impress one of the most iconic rappers of all time, who was close personal friends with Tupac, I also need to stand up to the awesome Coachella hologram that they did. But you know what the biggest burden of all, the highest pressure that is sitting upon my shoulders here, is I need to impress Jake, because Jake loves Tupac.
Growing up as a white suburban kid from Minnesota, about 12 years old, the first time I heard Tupac, I was like, whoa! Holy wow! You can ask anyone I know back then, but I was a very big Tupac fan growing up back in the day. I would even go on like, is Tupac dead forums, did all the research on the conspiracy of whether he was still alive, and obviously through that, I obviously listened to a ton of Snoop's early stuff, and actually, honestly, Pac's music back then actually turned me on to like real world issues. And made me think a little bit deeper about everything. That's the real contribution that he made to me anyway, and I think to many other people. Bunch of prop weed.
We're just like, what's just something that we haven't seen? And we're like, we haven't seen Tupac deepfake, and I was like, you guys are the ones that do it. I'm like, let's deepfake Pac in a Snoop Dogg music video. Could break the internet, could do something on the internet with that little piece alone. Guys, I want to introduce you guys to Dogg. This is Corridor Digital. They're the guys that are going to be doing the deepfake for the Pac shot.
Hey, nice to meet you. What's up with it?
So they're the guys that essentially bringing Pac back in the video.
Oh, it's the scene when we sit at the table.
You sit at the table, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
right.
So I just wanted you to meet us. They're hooking us up, looking out.
Good shit.
All right, we'll come back.
Let's see how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
You from Bike?
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
That's gangster shit right there.
I was thinking we could do it again if you had like a backwood and some really good, like some green ass weed or something, some really good weed.
All his weed's good.
I mean, like, yeah.
Something that look good for the camera.
That look good for the camera, because then we could like basically get it right through it, pull out, and then you're like twisting it.
Got you.
Yeah.
You can go get it.
Okay.
I think I'm getting kind of high just sitting here.
Yeah, that's fucking great. What I learned from working with Snoop is he's super humble, really nice guy, easy to work with. As long as he's like into the project and his time is like being used effectively. Yeah. Don't smoke pot on set. Like that's not good. It's hard. As much as you want to, he's got weed everywhere, and you're like, oh, yeah. Because the last music video I learned, the whole crew thought it was okay to smoke weed because Snoop smoked weed. So the video, the last shot was just like a mess. Everyone was like, like I don't know what to do, and we're just like, oh my god. So don't smoke pot, even though Snoop's smoking it.
Tupac and what you did with him, there's such a legacy left in the music world based upon what you guys did then and now. And I wanted to ask you personally, like, what did you learn from a figure like that, being friends with him, and what can people take away into their own lives from what he did and how he lived?
I think what I learned from Tupac was basically a different kind of work ethic. I always had a good work ethic about myself as far as being timely and being on point and being a professional, but he just showed me how to be a little bit more faster at it as far as like getting to the meat of it all, and not really just listening to it all the time and not absorbing it, but more or less just doing it and keep doing it, and then let the engineers mix it and master it, and not fall in love with it, but fall in love with the craft of being able to do it and continue to do it. So I feel like that was something that was passed on to me, and now I'm showing it through my work ethic as far as the different things that I do and the way I diversify myself, and it passes that on to the young generation to show them that you can do the same thing that I'm doing, because as an old man, if I'm doing it, you as a young man, you got 3 steps to go ahead and beat me at it, so go ahead and get to it and do it.
Appreciate that.
No, thank you. My man, 100.
And now I have to do a deep fake of Tupac for Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. I need to still pull this off. I still need to bring Tupac back to life, and not just in a blurry deep fake, but like it needs to look good. So here's my plan. I'm going to use the old model that I used for a Keanu Reeves video. I'm going to be using that model from Deepface Lab here because I already have a ton of time put into it. I have like a week of GPU time put into it on just training random faces. Basically, I can take that and hopefully quickly turn around in a couple days this deepfake of Tupac. All right, so here's the clip. It's hard to find high quality versions of this, which is challenge number one, right? Trying to find high quality video from 1996. So for me to do a good job of this, I need to rely on what we know. We pioneered some things with our Tom Cruise deepfake that no one had done with deepfakes before. We had an impersonator come in, he had the mannerisms, he had the voice. In this case, I don't have to worry about the voice, but I need to worry about everything else. So we have a friend, his name is Josh Haraway, and he is a professional Tupac impersonator. Check it out. This is not Tupac, this is Josh. Looking a lot like Tupac. It's funny, once he like takes all the stuff off, he doesn't look like Tupac at all. But when he's in costume and playing the character, it's spot on. You know, it's the mannerisms, it's the attitude, it's how you kind of carry yourself on camera.
West Side. I worked on the Tupac 2012 Coachella hologram with Dr. Dre. That was a highlight. That was fun times.
And it's a pretty interesting technology because the computer's learning how to encode a face, just like how a JPEG is how you encode a picture, or an MP3 is how you encode an audio file. You basically have a face encoder and a face decoder, and you're just running one face data set through a different face decoder. So it basically paints that face with the features of a different face. And so, you know,
I see a government contract in your future. So yeah, I think we can do this for sure, man.
I'm going to need to record Josh in full costume, matching this costume, in a lighting setup that matches this lighting setup on a green screen. I'm going to need to erase Tupac from this shot and replace him with Josh, and Josh is going to be giving us the performance, lip syncing to the music, and then I need to deep fake Tupac's face onto Josh. We're actually super, super lucky because A, the camera is locked off, and B, Snoop is probably very, very high and sitting still and not moving. I can isolate Tupac really easily here. I mean, there's a little bit of shadow of stuff on his arm. Snoop is zoned hard right there. Clint, on a scale of 1 to 10, how high do you think he is in this picture?
Probably like a 6.
Dude, I don't think he's ever smoked in his life.
Niko, when do you think you'll be done?
I have 1 week to do it. You have to work extra fast when you're working for Snoop Dogg because he measures everything in dog years.
Yo, this is Tupac Shakur, and if you want to see more interviews with some of the greatest musicians of all time like myself, subscribe to Corridor Crew. Twitters, can somebody explain to me what TikTok is?
I need to train the encoding and decoding part of this to make it work. And the more time I spend training, the better it looks. But to do any of the training at all, I need pictures. I need pictures of these faces. I need lots and lots of pictures of Tupac in every single lighting situation, every single expression, every single angle. You know what the biggest issue is? Everything filmed in the 90s has interlacing. Look at that interlacing. There's a Captain Disillusion video on interlacing if you want to learn more about it, but your image files in your video have these little lines of everything if there's motion, which you can see right here. I found 3 videos that were high quality enough that might work. I have this interview here, decently high quality, not interlaced. This interview, which is the best quality I found. And then finally we have this music video, which has interlacing, but I'm just gonna have to go through and manually cut out all the interlaced frames. But I have another gigantic problem. Everybody, for some reason, decided to film Tupac from the same side. They have to film him from the nose ring side. So I don't have data for the other side of his face. So I have to go into Premiere After Effects, flip all my footage, and re-export it again. So now, all these same shots just flipped. All right, so yesterday we had Josh come in and we filmed with him, and it went great. Great performer. Jake did a great job being a costume designer. We matched the lighting pretty well, I think. Green screen looks good. So I've gone through and I've extracted all of his faces. So these are all of his poses here. And with those, I was able to run the deepfake training. It's gone for 24 hours now. So I'm encoding with Josh's face, and then taking the data and decoding with Tupac's face. And here's what I got. It's getting there, it's getting there. It's blurry, but you know the biggest thing is, it's flickering. It's flickering all over the place. As he moves, it's going bright and dark and like changing weirdly. The reason that's happening is because I only have like 3 sources for Tupac. The lighting situation's almost the same between them. It's only seeing his face under like 3 lighting conditions. It doesn't know how to draw the face when the lighting situation's different. Here's the extra funny thing. Look at his teeth. He has 1 central tooth and symmetrical teeth on each side. His face is perfectly symmetrical. His eyes are perfectly symmetrical. His eyebrows are perfectly symmetrical. It's because I only have...
Dude, Toothpac!
Toothpac.
So now that you pointed it out, I can't see anything other than the fact he's got 1 middle
skeleton! You can't really tell. If I spend more time training it, it will get a little bit better. The biggest issue right now is the skin is flickering. It's actually pretty easy to deal with. All you need to do is enable a mode in the deepfake training that randomly shifts the colors of the image. Because then you get some images that are bright, some are dark, some are tinted orange, some are tinted green, you know, whatever. It gives you a little bit of everything. So the program learns how to deal with the face under any kind of color condition, and therefore it can give you a non-flickering result. So I just need to go in and enable that and train it for probably another 24 hours, and I'll probably be fine.
Ridiculous. I am currently working on trying to figure out how to attach a Nerf gun to a racing drone and have it fire remotely. I think it's going to be amazing. It's a very, very challenging build. Documenting the whole thing. Stay tuned.
Sorry, not to cut you off. I have a problem.
Oh joy.
It's kind of frustrating.
I thought you got some variety in there.
Yeah, I thought I had variety in there too, but apparently random color transfer just means tint everything green and only green. Here, so on the left here, this is the picture that's being fed into the encoding, and it's supposed to be randomly tinted, and now it's just green. It's supposed to be more than one color. Random means other colors, like, I don't know, pick one, blue. I spent a good chunk of time trying to fix this. Like, I reinstalled the program, I changed all my graphics drivers, I tried swapping to different models, and it's just stuck being green. Ooh, ooh, that doesn't look very good. Well, the flickering's gone. Even though the program's not working, I can do this manually. I'm going to set up an After Effects composition. I'm going to take all the frames, both the mirrored and the unmirrored, and I'm going to apply a wiggle operator to a color balance filter. So every single value in the color balance is going to be wiggled per frame. Wiggle is an After Effects way of changing a value with noise, basically. Every 30th of a second is going to change the amount randomly 80 values in either direction from where the value is. Once for each frame, it's going to have a completely new set of values. And I've copied and pasted this into every single color balance entry here. So if I preview this, it's just like a party going on. All right, so I'm going to manually export new pictures with wiggled color and wiggled brightness. And then I'm going to use those to train this, and that should theoretically fix the issue. Snoop Dogg, I don't think he gets angry. I think if you were to see this and it wasn't very good, I feel like he'd sit in the corner and get kind of quiet and feel kind of sad. And then his producer friend would be like, hey Snoop, you want to record this track? And he's like, not feeling it today. And I don't want that to happen. All right, so I'm finished. Like, I'm done. No one's actually seen it yet.
Done with the whole shot?
I'm done with the whole shot. I've made it look like it was filmed in the 90s. I've made it look like it was Tupac. I'm ready to show it to people. I hope they like it. Hey Jake, do you want to see Tupac?
The resurrection.
Does anybody else want to see the resurrection? Here we go. No one's seen this yet, so I hope people like it.
Tupac back to life.
Here we go.
Every time I see you, you beg a nigga for money. Don't even ask how I'm doing, but tell me keep it 100. So I'ma say it and mean it so you can hear this loud and clear. Fuck out of here. See, I'ma smile.
There it is. Yeah.
Nice.
He raps once more.
Tupac's rapping in 2020.
That's crazy.
Is it weird bringing somebody back from the dead with the deepfake?
Has it ever been done?
They've already made him into a hologram.
Yeah. This is an honest rendering.
Yes. Yeah. It was rendered with love.
Yeah, I guess the next step is to show Jesse and Snoop and see what Snoop thinks.
I'm here with the dog. We about to watch. He's about to see it for the first time. You didn't see nothing yet, right?
I ain't seen nothing, but I seen a dinosaur. Let's go. All reactions, all real.
For real, you still on bullshit. Fast talking shit, it ain't gon' work here. Go back over there before you get hurt. Every time I see you beg a nigga for money. Don't even ask how I'm doing, but tell me keep it 100. So I'ma say it and mean it so you can hear this loud and clear. Fuck out of here. See, I'ma smile away.
So cold. That's so cold. That's hard as fuck, Jess. That's too much.
I know. You gotta watch it like 4 times to get it off.
That motherfucker's extraordinary, extraordinary, very, very quite contrary. That motherfucker is going to be legendary. That's hard.
That Tupac shit's crazy, right?
That's hard. All that shit was hard. I was liking all of that shit.
Sweet.
My shit was right. Got the right spirit, the right everything on it, the right everything on it.
Guess he likes it. I hope he likes it.
I don't like it, I love it.
The final shot is delivered and the music video is coming out any day now. So head on over to Snoop's channel to watch it. It might even be out right now. So we'll put the link in the description when the video is live. And make sure you subscribe for more deep fake experiments on the Corridor Crew channel.